Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. We're going to continue with our Roberto Chiavini Olympic Boxing Quick Play Gold Medal Heavyweight Tournament. This is bout number 4. In bout number 4, we have from Argentina, Santiago Lovell. He was the gold medal winner in 1932, and he'll be taking on Lennox Lewis, the gold medal winner for Canada from 1988. Lewis will have the edge in power and with punches landed. Santiago Lovell is going to have to be a busy fighter and just stay active. Boxing quality for Lewis is a 9. That means a minimum amount of punches landed will be at least 9. And for Santiago Lovell, again, he's a gold medal winner. It's 7. That's not bad at all either. For power, Lennox Lewis will score knockouts 4 on rolls of 1, 2, and 3. Santiago Lovell needs a 1. Knockout against, again, both fighters, zeros. So it's going to be tough. This is the game. I've modded it a bit. We're playing basically with the same rules, but I've changed it, where knockout 4 will be at the beginning of a round, knockout against will be at the end of a round, just to add a little more suspense to the game. And if a round is even, because all the fighters are #1 ranked, they're gold medal winners, they're all great in their own right as amateurs, we will roll the black die. If it is if it is even, the red corner will win. If it's odd, the blue corner will win the round. So again, we have 3 sets of blue and red die. The top set's round 1, the middle set round 2, the last set round 3. For a knockout in round 1 or a knockout against, all you need is 1 corresponding dice roll. In round 2, you need 2 corresponding dice rolls. In round 3, follows suit, you need 3 corresponding dice rolls. Ken Castro is at ringside. How are you, my friend? And we're going to play this until I get tired, because I'm very excited about this, whether people watch or not. I'm going to go back and watch. It's really fun to see all these great amateur boxers. So let's start round number 1, and the first thing we do is roll for KO. Lennox Lewis, 1, 2, and 3. Pedro Lovell, a 1. Will there be an early round knockout? Watch the top set of blue and white die. And just like that, there will not be, as I almost made a mistake. Lovell rolls a 3. So Pedro Lovell rolls a 3 for KO. So they're swinging away. Lennox Lewis out of the red corner, a 5. So now we go to the points for the round. Working behind the jab, both fighters throwing and landing. Watch the top set of blue and red die. And Pedro Lovell just really cannot get anything going. He lands his standard 7, but Lennox Lewis really working behind the big jab and that long right hand, as Lewis was a super heavyweight, and super heavyweights are included in this tournament. So let's see if we're going to have a late in the round knockout. Doubles, we're looking at the zeros. See if a 0 pops up. Lewis really working well off the jab, landing the right hand, keeping distance. And no. So we'll go to the score, to the judges. 5 scoring judges in amateur boxing. And on the, it's an 8 for Lennox Lewis and a 5. So it's a good round for Lennox Lewis, a very big round, 16-7. He scored 16 scoring blows with the white. As you can see on the Lennox Lewis picture, you have to score with the white on the knuckles in the scoring area, which is head and torso. And again, infighting was really not rewarded. They don't want you to get in a crouch style. So Lennox Lewis wins that round by 9. That is a big round for Lennox Lewis. Let's look at the score sheet. If you win 6-10, that's 4-1. So one judge did give it to Lovell, but it goes 4-1 in the red corner for Lennox Lewis. So we move on to round 2. as they're telling the Argentinian in his corner to be busy. He's got to let his hands go. This is 3 3-minute rounds, 9 minutes of pugilistic violence in amateur boxing. So now we roll for knockout. Now we have to watch for the both die. You need 2 corresponding rolls in round 2 for a knockout 4. And Lenox Lewis gets a bit rattled there as Lovell lands a 1 but does not get a corresponding roll. It's a 1-5 and Lewis an 8-5. So Lovell stuns Lewis a little bit early. So again, Lenox Lewis gets an 8-5 for the knockout 4. Lovell a 1-5. Had he had a 1-1, it would have been a shock upset. So a 1-5 for Lovell out of the blue corner. And now let's roll. We'll just watch the middle corresponding dice. And a better round for Lovell, but not enough. Not enough. I don't think it'll be enough, as Lovell will score 11 punches compared to Lenox Lewis's 14. So Lenox Lewis, once again, it looks like he's outlanding, but now let's see if we're going to have a KO against. No. So the horn sounds for the end of round number 2. Lovell was more active. He got him tight enough behind the jab, and he threw that right hand. But it was not enough. A better round for Pedro Lovell. He heeded the advice from his corner to throw more punches. And on the knockout against, Lewis 8-1, no 0. You don't want the zeros there. That's bad for the fighter you're rooting for. And a 6-5 for Pedro Lovell. So Lenox Lewis takes a close round by 3 scoring blows, and that goes 3-2 for Lewis. So Lovell tightening up things, but he's down 2 rounds to 1. He's going to need a knockout. He'll have 2 opportunities to get it in round number 3. They're very happy in the Canadians' corner, telling him to stay away, work the long jab. You're the bigger, stronger man. No need to get over anxious here. Just win on points and advanced in this tremendous Roberto Chiavini Olympic Boxing Quick Play Gold Medal Heavyweight Tournament. So now, round number 3, we roll for KO 4. 3 corresponding rolls. It must be 3 corresponding rolls. So for Lovell in the blue corner, he needs a 1-1-1. For Lenox Lewis, in round 3, he needs 3 corresponding rolls of 1, 2, or 3 in any form. And here we go, KO 4. And both fighters trying to get off to a quick start. There will be no KO. There's no feeling out here. Lovell's going right at him. Lewis trying to maintain distance and hit him with the jab and the right hand. So Lewis had a 2-6-8. Lovell on the KO for a 5-2-6. Let's see what the punches landed will be. Again, now we'll only watch the third set of blue and red die at the bottom above the black die. And Pedro Lovell really pouring it on. Lewis gets tagged a bit. Goes back to the ropes, tries to get off the ropes, but Lovell firing away. He's landed quite a few blows on Lenox Lewis. He has a nice lead here, but he knows he needs the knockout most likely. Now we roll for KO against. To get KO'd, we need 3 zeros for either fighter. KO against. Oh my lord, Lewis is really tagged and hurt. And the horn sounds to end round number 3. We will go to the 5 judges at ringside, and who will advance? The Argentinian Santiago Lovell, who rallied tremendously in round number 3, stunning Lewis, or the Canadian Lenox Lewis. So Lewis had 1-0. Had he had 2 more, he would have been stopped in round 3, except that's a 0-5-1. And for Pedro, the 0 doesn't show, so we have to do it this way. That's a 5. Hold on. That's a 0-5-1. When there's a 0, that's what you have to do. And for Pedro Lovell, 3-5-4. Pedro Lovell wins that round by 5 scoring blows. So that's a 5-punch difference. And that's going to be 3-2 in the blue corner for Pedro Lovell. Santiago Lovell. Pedro Lovell was a professional. Santiago Lovell, excuse me. 3-2 for Santiago Lovell. Gold medal winner from 1932. And we have our decision. The three judges. Oops. Let's go down here. So the three judges see it 2-1 for the winner in the red corner from Canada, and advancing in our Roberto Chiavini Olympic Boxing Quick Play Gold Medal Heavyweight Tournament bout number 4, advancing to the next round, Lenox Lewis. Total punches landed by Lenox Lewis, 40. For Santiago Lovell of Argentina, a disappointment. He lands 33. He did stun Lewis in the third round, though, but he just didn't have the oomph to put the big Canadian down. So Lenox Lewis advances with a victory. And we'll write that in. We'll type that in now. Lewis, winner, decision, 2-1. So Lenox Lewis is the winner out of the red corner. The Canadian will advance to the next round. Santiago Lovell, the 1932 gold medal winner, is out. He gave it his all, but he just came up short. Remember, he rattled Lewis at the end in round 3. He just couldn't take it. So let's make that in the red corner, and let's make that bold, and we did. So Lenox Lewis is the winner. Total punches landed for Lewis, 40. For Lovell, the Argentinian, landed 33. Lewis took round 1 on the judges' scorecards, 4-1. 5 scoring judges in amateur boxing. In round 2, he took it. That should be 3-2. Excuse me, 3-2. But he wins round 2, 3-2. And again, he outpunched Lovell by 3 scoring blows. In round 3, Santiago Lovell really went at him. He actually got some good scoring blows that caught Lenox Lewis's attention, but he just couldn't take the super heavyweight off his feet. So again, advancing the 1988 gold medal winner for Canada, Lenox Lewis, going home to Argentina is Santiago Lovell, the 1932 gold medal winner. All right, I'd like to thank Ken Castro, sports writer extraordinaire from the great state of Rhode Island, for being at ringside. And if you like this, and these go short, they're not long videos, but instead of putting them all together, because it takes me a little bit to make this presentation the way I want it, I'm doing them one bout at a time. I might do 1 or 2 more today, and then we'll come back with some more amateur boxing brought to you by Roberto Chiavini. Wonderful quick play game. So thank you very much. Happy Easter, health and happiness. Lenox Lewis advances by decision 2-1 over the Argentinian Santiago Lovell. Peace. Love you all.